This is Bergstrom's State Line Quiz Bowl. Now from the Collins Aerospace Studio at the Nordloff Center in downtown Rockford, here's your host, Eric Wilson.
Welcome to the Valentine's Day weekend edition of the Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. We're back here at center stage of the Nordloff Center, thanks to the Rockford Public Library and Collins Aerospace. Last week, we saw a great game between Keith and Guilford. Keith came out on top and will face one of our two teams this week. First, let's say hello to the Pecatonica Indians. Peck made it to the second round by beating Dakota by only 30 points. Maybe a little close there for comfort. They hope to make it back to the third round for the first time since season 3. Will today be the day? Who knows? Drew is the captain. Drew, introduce us to your starting lineup.
To my near left is Ryan. To my far right is Molly. And to my near right is Dylan.
Welcome, Pecatonica Indians. Good luck today. Facing off against them, the North Boone Vikings. A nice round of applause for the Vikings. This is North Boone's first second-round appearance in 3 seasons. They made it here today, though, with an impressive showing over Pearl City. That score was 220-70. I'm sure Captain Dylan remembers that game well, right, Dylan? Introduce us to your team.
On my right here is Drake. On my left is Jet. On the far left is Trevor.
All right, good luck to the North Boone Vikings. Good luck to both of our teams, and good luck to you if you're playing at home. See how smart you are. I have a feeling how you will do in our superior joining technologies buzzing round, at least compared to our contestants. Remember, contestants, it's a buzz in. You buzz in, you're on your own. No conferring. 2 most important rules. Wait for me to call your name. Say your answer loud and clear. Are you ready for the first question? Here it comes. Hands on your buzzers. What object whose 9 brothers were killed by the archer Ho Yi is represented by the Hindu god Surya? Dylan.
The sun.
That's right. You didn't even need the other clues. The Japanese goddess Amaterasu and Helios. And North Boone is first on the board with 10. What TV show depicts Nacho Varga's betrayal of the Salamanca crime family and stars Bob Odenkirk as a lawyer? Drew.
Better Call Saul.
That's correct. Who was introduced on Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul, and that's 10 points for Peck. What circuit elements, which produce joule heating when a current passes through them, are depicted on circuit diagrams? Drew.
Transistors.
Incorrect. I'll finish for North Boone as sawtooth lines.
Transformer.
Dylan, North Boone. Say that again, Dylan.
Transformer.
Incorrect. Their effectiveness is measured in ohms. Those are resistors. New question for both teams. What substance, the first synthetic plastic created, is named after its Belgian-American inventor? Dylan from Peck.
Petroleum.
Incorrect. North Boone, you have a chance for these 10 points.
Polyethylene.
Dylan on North Boone.
Polyethylene.
Incorrect. It's named after Leo Baekeland. That's Bakelite. Back to a new question. What country whose foreign minister, Nassif Hiti, resigned in 2020 is led by Maronite Christian Michel Aoun and is governed from Beirut? Dylan from North Boone.
Lebanon.
That is correct. If you knew the capital, Beirut, that may have helped you, and you've got 10. You break the tie. North Boone now has 20. A type of materialism in Marxist thought is named for what process in which a thesis and an antithesis interact, resulting in a synthesis? Drew.
Vanity.
Incorrect. North Boone, you have a chance for these points. That's a tough philosophy question. Dialectics or dialectic. New question. At least 500,000 civilians were killed or starved to death during the 872-day siege of what European city during World War II? Dylan from North Boone.
Stalingrad.
Incorrect. Pecatonica, you have a chance for these points. It'll tie it up. Drew.
Leningrad.
That is right. That siege went from September 41 to January 44. You've got 10, and now we're tied at 20. In July 2020, the FDA recalled many hand sanitizers because they might contain what toxic compound with formula CH3OH, also called wood alcohol? That's methanol or methyl alcohol. Those sanitizers should actually have ethyl alcohol or grain alcohol. What president signed enforcement acts to protect black voters, faced the whiskey ring scandal, and had commanded the Union armies in the Civil War? Drew.
Grant.
That's right. US 20 in Illinois is named after him, and that's worth 10 more points. What villainous pig drives away his rival Snowball? Drew.
Napoleon.
That's right. You didn't even need the second half of that question. After a barnyard revolution in George Orwell's novella Animal Farm. 10 points. What constructs, which include the stag hunt and the dollar auction, often have Nash equilibria and are exemplified by the prisoner's dilemma? Dylan.
No-win scenario?
Incorrect. Pecatonica, you have a chance for 10 points. Drew.
Freedom.
Incorrect. These aren't in the traditional sense of one of these, like maybe Monopoly, but they are called games. They actually focus a little bit more on philosophy and economics, the ones that we mentioned. Those are mostly used for research, and that's the end of the round. So we've got 40 points on the board for Pecatonica, 20 for North Boone, and we will be back with our volleyball round after a short break.